I told the guys I thought we would be back to like where we were last year. We were playing well, playing hard, and then but we're allowing teams to shoot a good percent. They scored 80. They scored 80 here last year too. It was almost, I think it was an identical number. And so they did a nice job. I thought Troutman was really good. And then we had done a really nice job, I felt, in the first half of defending their three, and they only had the 3 threes and had to work to get those. And then in the second half, they ended up with the 2 easy ones to open it up a little bit. So once they opened it up a little bit, during that stretch they hit those threes. We had a couple of turnovers. We had about, I think maybe front end of 1-and-1 missed, and then 4 free throws in a row missed, and in that stretch. So that opens it up to 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're playing from behind. I thought the guys did a great job to fight back and with some traps and some press. And Travis had good numbers, and but giving up 80 points, 72 is enough. That's what we said a lot last year. 72 is enough to win. And we got to that point, but giving up 80, particularly in your home court, is not a formula that helps you win.
Questions?
Is there any particular concern with the defense, or is it just something?
Well, if you're giving up 80 points and you're giving up the numbers, the percentages, they're a very skilled team, and they do a nice job with spacing. They did a nice job. I thought their forwards drove the ball well today, and then I thought Troutman was excellent. He works hard to get the ball in the post, and he's got good up and under moves and spin moves, and so they're very skilled players. They took advantage of those skills. So I thought we let the ball drive to the middle a number of times where we might defend their first part of their actions well, and if the ball got on the wing, we'd let it come, what we call coming over top or coming to the middle, and that created things for them, either a 3 or a layup or a mid-range shot on the inside. So that's been a problem for us for a while, defending the dribble, keeping it going to the outside, and we work on it a lot, but we have to keep focusing on it.
Travis, I think that's your 3rd conference game in 5 nights now. How are your legs feel? What kind of toll does that take? Because, I mean, obviously conference games, there's a different intensity there. It's got to be tough.
It's been tough, but, I mean, as a college athlete, your body's never going to be 100%. You just got to fight through it. I told the freshmen and Darrell that, they're going to be tired and weary, but you just have to take care of your body and just keep fighting. And when you have your breaks, you got to take advantage of it.
Well, I would add that Elon played 3 games in 6 nights, so I mean it's not a whole lot different. They played 3 games this week too, so they shot their legs look pretty good.
Mike, if coming in here, you know that you hold Spradlin to 4 points. I'm thinking you feel pretty good.
He got in a little foul trouble. The other guys, some of the guys got in foul trouble early, and I thought the fact that they led at halftime with their 2 or 3 key guys in foul trouble, and they had to feel good about that. Gosh, those guys didn't play much, and yet I'm sure when they went in at halftime, they said, "Hey, we're in good shape. We're leading, and these guys have been on the bench." And their other guys did Bonnie did a nice job for them, and those guys did a nice job of keeping keeping the lead, keeping it in there. And then when the other guys came back in, Koch and Hamilton hit a 3, and Koch hit a 3, and then Spradlin the other guys stepped up. Eisenbarger stepped up and hit some 3s when when Spradlin may have gotten in foul trouble or not made it. That's the key to any good team. Is if somebody's down a little bit or in foul trouble, hurt, another guy steps up. They certainly did that tonight.
Anything else?
Travis, can you talk about your night a little bit? I know 27 points probably it's kind of hollow, but it is a big night for you.
Yeah, I've been struggling, and the coaches told me to just keep being aggressive. But I think what helped me out is my teammates looked to be aggressive a lot more. They were trying to get to the basket, and they were penetrating and finding the open man, and so we had a lot of open shots. So when your teammates are being aggressive like that, it makes it a whole lot easier.
This stretch where you've had the 3 conference losses so quickly, how do you bounce back from that? What's the attitude in the locker room?
Just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. Keep our heads up. Keep fighting and keep coming. Don't give in. We went through the same thing last year, but we're a new team, and we're just going to keep fighting.
Are you in a better spot this year, you think, than you were last year, or?
I think so. I feel like we're more mature now, and I feel like we understand that we can't get so far down. It's becoming we're on high alert now. We know we got to do something quick before it's too late.
Mike, what's the deal with Henry, number 13? I thought he was like your best player last year, one of your best. Is he regressed at all?
Well, I think more than anything, Brackett was playing really aggressively, and Brackett was aggressive early. I think he got tired because he played too many minutes, and then. But Lucius is, he's gotten down a little bit. He hadn't had a good percentage. He's gotten down a little bit. He's lost some confidence, and he'll be fine. I thought he made a great move. He caught in a big catch tonight up top from someone through it. I can't remember, Kyle, and finished it. But I think he'll come back to us and do some good things. A lot of the teams that we've played. And again, Brackett played so well in the App State game and the Western Carolina game, and he got off to such a great start tonight. But in some of the other games, whether it was A&T, whether it was App, and whether it was they played a really small lineup, and so Brackett was more apt to match up defensively well with them. And so it's just in the last couple of games that's kind of developed into that. And even tonight, they're even though Troutman is a big guy, Troutman's very mobile, and we needed David out there on their 4-man shooters, and so it has more to do with matchups than anything. But he'll be back. I think he'll do well.
Travis, you've seen App, Western, and now Elon. It's almost all the North Division. What do you think of the division so far? I know it's early December, but what are your early impressions?
The division has gotten much better. I mean, just by seeing the people they've played out of conference and how they've played them, like Elon beating South Carolina, the division is so much stronger now. And we went into those games and we played them good, and so that means we've gotten better. We just got to learn how to finish.
Anything else?